He lifted up his blade, hopped out of the backhoe, poked around carefully, and realized that he was looking at the impression of a human footprint. It looks as if mud, clay-rich mud, was being used to block off the irrigation ditch to back up the water, at which time the farmer could kick in the corner of the field and then flood the field.
I think it's just always very important to know the history of everything. So I think it's certainly valuable and it's worth spending money on.
I think opportunities like this are incredibly important for public education and public outreach and getting the community to understand the value of understanding and caring about the past and caring about preservation and how we go about actually learning from the past and how archaeological projects locally happen in the first place.
For me, the educational value to the public is to show that these people were super savvy and knew exactly what they were doing, and this is why populations started to increase slowly over time. This is why you see more kind of systematic communities working together.
I think it's absolutely important to use taxpayer money to do these sort of things, because you're going to destroy it in the process of the building you're doing, and so this needs to be preserved.
There's kind of a misnomer that this was actually discovered during road construction. The county's adopted policies and it's kind of been in place for about the last decades. We've really adopted the federal system at a local level. So one of the things that we do, any county project that's funded by the county or occurs on county land requires consideration of that project's potential impacts on cultural resources and on biological resources and the general environment.
It's just a window into what was a much larger agricultural field. So some of the things that we did that we don't normally do for archaeological excavations was create a digital model, three-dimensional digital model. You can look at it on the computer, you can load it into your smartphone. We also brought in Michael Lee of Leeway Arts. He came out, he made molds of some of the nicer footprint impressions, as well as some of the areas containing multiple footprints. And he's made some casts that we have on display today. And these molds can be used by museums in the future for future public displays, artwork.
We're expanding our knowledge of human use of the area. How did people survive here when there were no supermarkets?
From what I understand, that there will be exhibits that will draw people to this area. I like the way the county and science and the taxpayer and the tribes in southern Arizona are all working together to make this a significant area, significant find.